Sauce. It all started with a sound that felt out of place on that quiet suburban street. The deep, rumbling roar of motorcycle engines shattered the afternoon calm. Four bikers rode in slowly, their black vests marked with the fiery insignia of the Hells Angels. Behind windows, curtains twitched, doors clicked shut. Children were called inside as the entire neighborhood seemed to hold its collective breath. Then, a small voice cut through the thunder. "Sir, will you buy my bike?" The engine softened to a low growl. Standing at the edge of the sidewalk was a little girl, no older than 6. Her name was Mira. Her hair was a bit tangled, her dress was carefully pressed, a stark contrast to her worn-out shoes. Beside her stood a pink bicycle with a white basket. In her hands, she held a small cardboard sign that simply read, "For sale." One of the bikers, broad-shouldered, covered in tattoos, but surprisingly gentle in his movements, shut off his engine and stepped forward. His road name was Ryder. Some called him Wolf, slow. He knelt down to her level, and up close, he saw something no child should ever have in their eyes: a deep, heavy worry. Behind her, sitting under a tree, was a pale, fragile woman wrapped in a thin blanket. It was Mira's mother. "Mommy hasn't eaten in 2 days," Mira whispered, gripping her little sign even tighter. "I want to sell my bike so we can buy some food." Ryder felt something twist inside his chest. He asked her softly what had happened. Between trembling breaths, she explained, her mother, Clara, used to work for a respected catering company owned by a wealthy CEO named Mr. Hensley. But when layoffs came, Clara was let go. She begged for just a few more weeks, just enough time to get back on her feet. But she was told she was replaceable. Since then, the bills had stacked up. The refrigerator had emptied. Clara's pride kept her from asking for help. So Mira, with a heart full of love, decided to sell the only valuable thing she owned: her bicycle. Ryder stood up slowly. His brother stank Viper, and Mason watched his expression change. They had seen that look before. It wasn't a look of violence. It was a look of pure conviction. Ryder pulled out his wallet and placed a thick stack of bills into Mira's tiny hands. "Keep the bike," he said quietly. "This is for food." But he wasn't finished. The engines roared back to life. Not to leave, but with a new purpose. The 4 bikers rode toward the tall glass building downtown, a monument of steel and wealth where Mr. Hensley worked. They didn't break down doors. They didn't threaten anyone or shout. They walked in calmly, their presence alone commanding attention. When they entered the CEO's pristine office, Ryder placed the little cardboard "For sale" sign gently on the polished mahogany desk. "There," Ryder said, his voice even and steady, "is what your decision cost." Hensley tried to defend himself, talking about how business is business, how downsizing happens, how it's all just numbers. But his words felt hollow, empty in the presence of such a powerful truth. Ryder didn't ask for money. He asked for something more. He asked for responsibility. "You don't get to just erase what happened," he said. "But you do get a chance to fix it." In that moment, something shifted. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe it was fear. Or maybe it was the first truly honest confrontation the CEO had faced in years. By that evening, something remarkable happened. Anonymous donations poured into local food banks. Hospital bills for struggling families were suddenly paid off. Former employees were contacted with new job offers. There was no press conference, no public announcement to take credit. Just quiet, meaningful action. When the bikers returned to the tree at sunset, Mira ran toward them, her face lit up with a huge smile. Her mother was standing now still weak, but with a new light of hope in her eyes. They all shared some bread together as the sky turned a brilliant gold. No headlines captured that moment. No cameras filmed it. But on that quiet patch of grass, something much bigger than fear or power had taken place. Kindness had shown up, wearing leather and riding loud engines. And sometimes, That's exactly how hope arrives in the most unexpected of ways. If this story touched your heart, remember this: kindness doesn't always look the way we expect it to. Subscribe for more stories that restore faith in humanity. Thanks for watching.